Oh yeah, pro tip for your personal relationships, okay? If you find yourself constantly on the back end of every single horrible person in your life, and somehow you run into these situations where you just meet every single possible horrible person, maybe you should consider that maybe you are the horrible person that is causing all the problems, and maybe it should be a wake-up call for you. Otherwise, um, yeah, otherwise you'll be stuck in a state of limbo forever, and you'll never improve. Okay. This also goes for Destiny, just FYI. Okay.
About me. I'm
Yes, this
worthless.
also applies to Destiny.
Also, as a heads up, Cherry has. I think Cherry has me too'd me now. If you include the last one, I think 3 times. But you know, it is what it is. Okay, we love a BPD queen. But definitely, it's just everybody else around her's fault for sure. Okay. Then we get the holy shit, that's a good picture. I've been mind fucked and toyed with and threatened and violated and humiliated and abandoned and publicly crazy made that I can't believe it took me this long to break.
I mean,
Okay.
you do kind of sound crazy. I'm not gonna lie, if I have to be entirely honest, Cherry.
Jstlk
I mean, you
said
do
he'd
seem kind of
delete
unhinged.
everything if I told people he wanted to be with me. But after being on call with me for 16 hours and not giving me
What?
a single reason to live,
What?
telling me he will never love me and never wanted to be with me, I think he's love
What?
bombing and abandoning me until I break. So
Nah.
Cherry obviously is an
That's
unreliable
crazy, dude.
narrator, unless she's making accusations against me, then she's the most reliable.
Also, for the record, okay, if I was ever on 16 hours, I would never, even if it was with somebody I really, really liked, like somebody who I am trying to get the attention of, hardcore. There's no shot I'm spending 16 hours in a fucking Discord call with you. What? 16 hours on, like, a fucking anniversary? Sure, okay? 16 hours in a fucking Discord call is crazy, okay?
Moderator. But
It's not happening.
if we take
What?
anything she's saying here to be true at all, was he explicitly trying to keep his, I guess, relationship with her super private, and then telling her that if she leaked anything, he would delete his stream and everything else?
Okay?
I don't know. The thing that she said was the only community that she had, the only friends she had.
I'm not hiding
Did he
it.
threaten to delete all of it if she revealed that they were dating?
I'm not Ace.
This tweet, so we have a text message. Now you can tell this is from her perspective because it's a woman's phone because the battery's almost dead. And I don't know what the full conversation is, but... And dying is the only way out of this. She says to him, I love you, just come back and we'll make it work. Book another flight. Now, I don't know if that means that he's already visited before, or I don't know if they were planning to visit, or...
Oh, hell no, dude.
Okay. Book another flight and come back. Oh, that makes it sound like he was there. Okay. Or she was...
Wait, but this has to be... No, this has to be from Cherry's end, right? Oh my god, why... Guys, why would you ever, like, ever date a fucking BPD woman, ever, or a man, or a BPD anyone? Just stop. Stop with this cringe. Like, please. Your life should be meaningful and long.
I need you here. We can make whatever work. I love you.
I
Please
don't
come
know.
back. Hello. Can you see my previous texts or not? And then he says, nothing will go through after I block you. I'm not killing myself now. I will not be stupid enough to tell you when I do it again. I'm blocking you again now.
By the way, saying I love you after, like, what, 5 months is what? Okay, maybe that's just me. Maybe, like, when it comes to romance, I move at a glacial pace, okay? Glacially. And for good reason, okay? I actually just think slower the better, okay? Spamming I love you is crazy, okay? I'm
Um,
sorry.
I
Over
think
a
the blue
disco
is
relationship
Jstlk.
is crazy. Anyway,
How do you
that's just my
know?
thoughts
Or
on
why would
this.
she have his text screenshot like this? Why would that be the case?
Love foods. I love you too, Matsu. Especially when you donate.
I mean, it doesn't make sense the other way around. Why would he kill himself? I don't fucking know what he's like interpersonally. Maybe he's suicidal too. Who the fuck knows? Why is he saved on her phone as Cherries? I don't know. Maybe she calls everybody Cherry. I don't fucking know. Damn.
Is it true that Asian parents don't say I love you? Dude, I feel like there is a bias going on here too. I think that you only hear about like the crazy people on the internet because they are the loudest people and they are the people who get into the most drama. I'm sure that there are plenty of BPD people who have actually sorted out their issues and have like great introspection about themselves to actually sort themselves out. For example, I'll give a really good example myself. Okay? I don't have BPD. I don't think I have BPD, but I like it is true, King Lear, as an answer to your question, that I never had my parents say I love you to me, okay? So obviously, as I was growing up, I had big daddy issues, okay? So I know a girl with daddy issues is crazy, isn't it? But the point is I don't know, just go to therapy, improve upon yourself, have some introspection, think about the way that you're conducting life. And ever since then, I never had to think about it again, okay? Oh, wow. Actually improving yourself works permanently. It's crazy, isn't it? Anyway. Is that a lot? I feel like it's an East Asian thing. That's crazy. I'm
Okay,
jealous.
maybe it's him to her then.
They'll end it? That sounds very extreme.
She was blocking and unblocking him, so she likely asked him to
So,
send
I
her a
don't know about that
screenshot
one.
explaining what he messaged her. I feel like that makes even less sense then. Or I guess. Well, sorry, I'm cheating. I guess. Okay, I guess then that kind of makes sense in terms of the naming and everything. But oh wait, that's a different tweet. Shit. Hold on.
Yeah, who's talking in that text screening? I can't tell. The fact
Fuck.
that it could be anybody is crazy.
Hold on.
Oh my god.
Here. Okay. Here's what I don't understand. Then I guess. Well, fuck. Well, we'll get to this. Well, here. I'm sorry. Just to explain why I thought that it couldn't be that way. Jessica says, there was no romantic relationship between Cherry and I before June of this year. I'm not going to comment further on it, but she can say whatever she
Wait,
wants. I prefer to
what?
keep my dating / personal life private. How is it that they started dating in June? So last month?
Last month?
And he's saying like, I love you,
I
come back,
love
we'll make it
you?
work, book another flight, come back, I need you. Like after
After
1 month of
1
dating?
month?
No shot.
I refuse to believe that too. I also refuse to
I think
believe
that
that's crazy.
I think they started dating a lot earlier. If I had to guess, I'm super reaching like conjecture, whatever here. If I had to guess, they probably were dating before January,
Take your meds. I'm pretty sure BBD has no
like
like
before
direct
this
meds,
year.
right?
They've been dating for probably about a year, but they might not have
No?
like made it official, or he might not have told her that he loved her until like a month ago, and he's counting that as now we were dating for real. That's my guess. I don't know for sure, but that's my guess. Which that also makes things so much more strange, I guess. So the person who was making accusations about me and then was on Jstlk's stream as he's supposed to be supposedly the impartial person covering things, the guy who would
Yep.
literally never fuck somebody from my community in a million years,
They'll get
happened to
back
be
together?
dating one of the people who was in the process of leaving her husband for him. I feel like that's what do you say, a conflict of interest a little bit, or something maybe that is worth disclosing. But who knows?
It's over.
So I guess then she was threatening to kill herself, but she does this a lot. But whatever, it is what it is. Not to say that she wouldn't do
True.
it. I mean, I think she has the capacity for it. I will never not be the person used, violated, and spit out by this space for others' amusement. The people I trusted and told all of my problems and fears to actually just tortured me out of my will to live
It does. It has many of the problems. You'll have to work with a doctor until you find the combination that works for you. There's no one because BBD is a chemical imbalance that must be leveled out. Is that true? Is it true that BBD is a chemical imbalance? Okay. All right. I accept.
Well, they crazy made me and went on like nothing. So, again, to be fully honest, I have very little sympathy for Cherry. I think she's acted in an incredibly disgusting manner at multiple points in our friendship or whatever the fuck you would have said
As
that we
always
had.
for BBD.
That being said, I do think that it's a little bit. I don't have sympathy. I'm trying so hard. Hate women. Hate women. Hate women. Okay. That being said, I think it is
Okay.
one of the reasons why it's so fucked up that people make all these insane accusations about my behavior, right? Like, if you want to accuse me of anything, right, you call me a gooner or a coomer or whatever, that's fine, I guess. If you say that whatever. If you want to make those accusations, that's fine. But I don't really do this type of shit, like the crazy manipulator stuff. If anything, like if you ask anybody or if you look at the 50 billion fucking insanely personal DMs of mine that have been leaked, my biggest problem in relationships is actually very consistently that I just disconnect too much. The idea that I would have the time to like go through and do the crazy fucking manipulator fucking game and I just don't have the interest for it. I don't care. And when I usually get really triggered by somebody, my toxic coping mechanism, I guess, is I have a very dismissive, avoidant personality. I'll just stop talking to the person.
Okay.
The reason I bring that up, though, is because if you genuinely believe that I am like that, it probably inhibits your ability to see when people actually are like that. And I already said it before when the Dr. K tweet came out, when Cherry said that Jstlk would be her Dr. K, that looked like some
That is
insane
crazy.
fucking manipulation to me.
Yep.
It wouldn't surprise me if Cherry has unironically gotten
Yep.
unbelievably
That's
mind-fucked
crazy.
into the
I
next
can't get over
dimension
this.
by this community group of people. And she already has a bunch of issues on her own. But yeah,
Yep.
Jesus.
Yeah. Okay.
Then the final two is Destiny sent me a video of Abby MC giving him a blow job. I told Abby, gave that info with the DMs from Destiny and video to the police. I don't know if she just likes to text them everything. But okay.
Oh, okay. I got
She has never told me that she received anything of me. Neither Pixie nor her told me anything then or now. I'm not a person to any of these people. Last time I wanted to die, I gave Queeman all the stuff and evidence about what Destiny did to me. I heard from the detective a couple weeks ago. There is a case. Regardless of what happens, there will be a police report. And Queeman can do whatever about that. So...
Dude,
again,
not Queeman.
all of my
crazy.
oppos working together. I don't know what case is going to involve Abby and Cherry and anything else. I don't know. This is all whatever. We'll wait and see what comes of this. But implications for my current case, which I think is very interesting, although I already know this factually because I can go through all of my DMs.
Yeah, what is
Cherry was
Queeman's
in
institute of the police
contact
report?
with Abby after all of this stuff broke.
I mean, I don't know.
Cherry was sending stuff to Abby, and Abby
airplane
never thought to mention to Cherry that I had supposedly sent stuff to Abby of Cherry. It's because it was all bullshit. And the opposing counsel and, well, counsel might not know, but Pixie definitely knows that it's a fucking lie. And remember, Abby is the only thing that is keeping the current case against me alive. Abby's testimony is the only thing that gives subject matter jurisdiction to the federal court to hear this case. So the entire court case right now is resting on her testimony because she has no proof, which they already admitted in court, although I can't show you them admitting that because I don't have access to the transcript yet. And this is just kind of like another pin in the cushion that Abby is lying about everything, basically. Now, whether she lied on her own, whether Pixie offered her money to lie, whether Pixie doesn't know she's lying and just didn't bother checking. Well, no, they did check because in court they admitted that they hadn't seen any evidence that I'd sent Abby anything. I'm not sure. I can't really know 100%. How can she give testimony if she doesn't get served papers? I don't know. We're working on that, but she is not accepting any of our subpoenas or anything, so yeah.
Ah!
So I'm curious, when he posted this in his Discord, were they already dating? I will literally never fuck somebody from this community in a million years. Book it and cancel me. if I ever fail to live up to this.
This is from January.
Are you gonna tell your lawyers about the schizo charges? Kind of. Right now we're waiting on all the rulings from the current court.
Something sus is happening, guys. The whole story. Makes you think. Makes you think.
Oh, damn. It's actually so crazy. Wait. Honestly, I hope this is January 24th. I hope Destiny pays huge financial penalties and goes to jail.
You're free to anytime.
Sherry says, that is why I went to the police and
literally
why
asked
my
us
focus
to.
is
Well,
there.
I mean,
but while
you
I
don't
go
need
through
my
that
permission
process,
then,
I do not want Jstlk to be a target to harass. His stream career is serious to me, and I hope calling it out will help. Kind of makes you...
No.
Kind of interesting.
How else would you guys get your slop entertainment? Where else would you guys get your entertainment?
Okay, let's see. What else do we have in here?
Cancel like 2 times? Probably more than that at this point. What makes Silver King start streaming? Oh, so based. True. I would watch it. As a content creator, do you fear the day the internet comes for me? Me? You're asking me that question. The person who's had the internet come after me like 50 times already? I don't know. After enough happens, you know, you kind of just get used to it.
Where the fuck does Destiny find all these crazy BPD women? Cherry used to be on the...
Totally.
she used to do the circuits and everything, like the debate panel stuff. The reality is for... I think BPD probably involves some kind of compulsive behavior. The sad thing is I think that Cherry is actually a pretty intelligent, and it's very rare for women, I think actually a pretty funny person. When she is, I don't know if she takes medication ordinarily or what, but when she is trying and she has like her shit managed, she actually does pretty good stuff. There was a short stint in time where, I don't know, again, I don't know if she was managed or if she just like felt better, where she started to she set up like panels and shows and stuff. She actually did a really good job at it. Yep. I don't know if you guys remember that. For all of like 2 months, I think. But unfortunately, she has whatever mental issues are going on it's kind of fucking her up. Oh, the obsession with not so erudite or Kylo was weird. I don't know where that came from, but...
Yep. Oh, Creeman, obviously. We don't even need to know. It's Creeman.
Medication doesn't work for BPD. There must be something you can do to help with compulsive stuff. Like, I bet there's like some OCD medication or something.
OCD medication? You mean SSRIs? Proportion of the audience have mental health issues.
She was one of the best people I met at IRL events. I'm very sad with what's happening since. Yeah, Cherry at her best is actually a really cool person, I think. Actually, I legitimately think she's cool. But yeah, obviously whatever stuff is going on here is... Yeah. From what I know, BPD is incredibly hard to treat. It is for a variety of reasons, yeah. Will anything come of the police report? I don't think so. But, I mean, what am I don't know. I don't even know what she reported, so I have no idea. But we'll see. The cherry panels are really good, I'm sure. Some of the coolest people are bad people, okay? Sadly.
Never meet your heroes. That's what they say, right?
Let's see. What are some of my victims saying that are traumatized and scared to come forth as witnesses because I'm so threatening? Stacia, the person who deleted all of their DMs with me and then claimed in court filings that I deleted my DMs with her. Bro, do these people not even realize how gross it is to rejoice about stuff like that in general? It's such an unbelievable thing to say in this Discord. These people have been... Wait, actually, hold on. Rewind. That's such an unbelievable thing to say in this Discord. After the unhinged shit that these people have been saying about me for months. Also, Nick is one to talk. The commentary community used to call him Destiny 2.0.
Nick? Nicholas DiOrio?
Listen. Oh, and then this is...
Nah, that's crazy.
Fuck it, I don't care. Zoe, I guess. This is the girl that I met and hooked up with, who has now started to date Jacob, who I think is forever salty that... I guess we hung out first, which is why he hates me. Her and Jacob were two people who used to be in this community fairly actively, who got doxxed so fucking hard by Kiwi Farms that they fled the internet. But then they came back 2 months later, made peace with the person doxing them on Kiwi Farms, and then started to relentlessly shit on me. And then the guy on Kiwi Farms stopped doxing them because they decided to shit on me instead of being friendly towards me. So that was good.
That is kind of shit.